because I'm not sure about the stream delay if people how far we are away from stuff. But yeah, that didn't even make sense, that sentence. Anyway, making some music without hearing it until we all listen back to it. So yeah, in a 3, in a 2, in a 1. Let's go. So I'm going to make some lo-fi, but without hearing it. So we'll start with some drums, because that's usually the thing to do. And then we're going to go to 90 BPM, because I know lo-fi is in yet 90 BPM. Well, most of it is anyway. Alright, I'm just going to crack a kick drum. There we go, there's a kick drum. Let's find a snare drum. This will probably sound terrible, because I don't know what it sounds like. I'm not allowed to listen to these, so what? Let's just use that one, I think will work. Right, we need some hats. We need some hi-hats. We're going to use that, and we're going to use an open one, and I'm going to choke them as well, so when one plays, the other one stops. Alright, so there we go. So now we've got like some drums. Let's try and make a drum pattern without hearing it. So, closed. Let's just put in loads of these, like so. And then what we do is we take all the middle ones, because I like to make a little bit of a wonky beat when it comes to lo-fi. So, we move that to about there, I think. I can't listen to it though. Yes, I can't hear it. Good. That's a good thing. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put a kick, then a snare, but this snare's going to go there. I think we want to move these a little bit further, actually. Yeah. Let's try them there. That might be a little bit too far, but we'll see. We'll see. Alright, so we've got a snare drum. Let's copy that snare drum as well to there. Then we need this kick, which needs to follow that as well. Actually, they might be a little bit too far now. So let's pull them back a little bit. Right, so there's the rhythm, I think. So there's the second bar. I think I might go for a kick there. Oops. There we go. So, okay, yeah, I think that's the rhythm in my head. Just testing my music theory knowledge there without hearing the thing. This is going to go to open a hi-hat. I think this one will be an open hi-hat. And then this one here, yeah, I think we'll just put a snare there. Right, that's the pattern. Doesn't have to be too complicated because it's lo-fi, but there we go. We've got a drum pattern now. Now, what I am also going to do, just for bass sake, is we're going to duplicate that. We're going to call this side kick. And we're going to take everything but the snare and the kick and delete it. Move the snare down, like so. And then just copy and paste that. So now we've got our side kick. What we want to do with our side kick is make sure that it's quite short. Now, how long would a 16th note be? A little bit longer than that. There we go. That's about a 16th. Right. Can I listen to the metronome? Yeah, you can listen to the metronome. Just nothing else. Nothing else. So only metronome. I will allow metronome. So glue compressor. All right. Let's do that. Put that on the end there. We need an EQ just to tighten things up a little bit. Make it as much lo-fi as we can. So we're going to do that. And we're going to do a big little bit of a sweep there. Because not much top end really. Then for a bass, a bass. That's a question. I think I might go for a live bass. Now I do actually have a pack for basses, I think. Let's do electric bass palm. Again, I don't know what this sounds like, so we'll have to figure it out after it. Or listen to it, even. Yes. Alright, we're going to use Labs for the piano, but then I'm going to group that with Ableton Live's piano as well. So we do that, Command G, we create a new chain, like so. And then we search for Ableton Live's piano, like so. Right, grand piano solo. Let's use mellow solo. And you're going to go in there. And then we need to put an EQ. And a glue compressor. And then my little frequency shifting trick, just to get that sort of like wobbliness that lo-fi has. So, LFO tool. Ooh, I made a mistake there. Right, you're going to go there. Now your depth can come down. Change that to a half note. Yeah, and that'll be probably wobbly enough. Now for chords. This is a thing. So, this is where it gets really complicated, because now I'm trying to guess. I think that might be too low an octave, so we're going to go up to here. Right, so we're going to write an F minor. Actually, easiest thing to do is if I do a record. There we go. That's something. Now, let's put these in time. Which, I'll tell you what, I wasn't too far off. Like, the last one was absolutely where I wanted it to be. Although, having said that, looking at it now, we're going to do that. Like so. Yes. So there's my chords. If they work, we will find out. It is in the key of F minor. The D's not supposed to be there, but it works. So we've got F minor 7, G minor 6, and then C minor 7. But we're going to take the C up, like so. Yes, so we need to remember that is our chord sequence. So now we go back to this, and then we do our big massive lo-fi EQ curve, which is usually like so. A little bit like that, I think. Now, if we look at... Ooh... Maybe let's bring them down a little bit. And also, I think what I might do is make this quite quiet, so we'll make that -5. That's probably going to work. I feel like I might end up doing this a lot quicker than I expect, because I'm just guessing here in a lot of parts. It's an educated guess, but yeah. So, actually I could go really creative, because there's like stops and things that I could do, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to duplicate that, but we're going to create a melody line. And I think I'm just going to put a click on. So if we're in the key of F minor, but with the D in there instead of the... Well, actually, that's an accidental, but when we get to the G, so... Okay, I think so. We could do something like that. I think we need to go an octave higher, though. I think we'll start in the C. Okay. Let's just record something in. No, I recorded over the wrong part. But that's okay, because at least I've got the other parts in. There we go. So, that is going to be the lead line. If that lead line sounds any good, we won't know until we listen to it. Yes. Also, another thing, I absolutely need to put glue compressor on. Actually, what I'll do is we'll make this -10. We'll make this minus... Actually, no, we'll keep that 0, but then we're going to group that. Call that bass. Get our side chain. Chain. Group input, like so. Trigger you with the sidekick. I think I need to work on the drums more, so that's cool. I think these could be quieter. So let's highlight all of them. Doing some blind sound design experimentation on piano. Oof. Well, hope it works. I hope it works. I like doing this challenge. It's fun. The silent challenge. Alright, so the drums are a little bit more together now, I think. I'll push that a little bit further. Oh, this is the most difficult thing, is levels. But we can actually sort of cheat the system slightly by making sure, first of all, let's make you 5 to 1. Just set my side chain up, minus 19 as well. Oop. We can cheat the system by, if I put on my master chain output thing. Oop. There we go, master output new. Stick that on the master, and then if I look at my spectrum analyzer, it's sort of about there. It's sort of about there. I feel like we could push that a little bit more, maybe. Alright, so if I do a bass note record. Oh, what octave? Oh, there's a big question. What octave am I in? I have no idea. So I want F1. Is that F1? No, that's F2. Right. I have now found F1. So F minus 7. Okay, it's going to be a bit of a simple bass part, I think, considering I can't hear it. Okay, that's going to have to be the bass part, I think. Right, let's just make sure things are correct. Kiwi, how are you doing? Hope you're well. Right, so we're going to have that for the first baseline round. Is this? Yeah, it's a silent challenge. We haven't done this in a while, so I thought we'd give it a go. But it's wildly difficult. Alright, so there we go. Let's turn that click off. Alright, so we've got some bass lines now. We've got a lead line for the piano. Now, one thing I just want to make sure with the bass. Yeah, I'm doing alright, Kiwi. Cheers for asking. Alright, So we need to make sure. So we could push the level on this quite drastically, I think. It's so funny when you literally have no idea what this sounds like whatsoever. Because like, I'm not even, like, I've got so much headroom. So much headroom. So yeah, I'm testing my music theory knowledge here because I'm trying to make a lo-fi tune, but without knowing anything about. So that piano's going to be way too loud. So we're going to group the pianos. We're going to minus 11. We're going to add a glue on that as well. Now let's just check. Are you hitting minus 10? Yes, you are. Bass isn't though. So bass needs to be more. Cool. Piano is very quiet. That's supposed to be hitting minus 11. Now, I don't want to just add a whack ton of stuff on. So let's go for a little bit of saturation. It's still very, very quiet on the levels. So, That's a little bit better. I think we want a little bit of reverb on this piano as well. So again, by just guessing, if we take this, And then just do some shaping. I think we want, yeah, a 1.2 second reverb's probably going to be cool. Actually, let's just loop around that. Where, there it is. All right, take you out, like so. Actually, let's just loop around this. He is hoping it sounds okay. I'm literally having to analyze everything with my eyes here. Because, yeah, can't hear it. Right, next thing. In Logic, when you mute master out, it hides levels too. No idea how loud them... Oof. That's a big oof for you, Rumble Monk. Well, hopefully. This is going to be fun to listen to all of these, by the way. I do like this kind of challenge. Right, so we need some vinyl. And I'm going to get some rain sound as well. So I'm going to take this vinyl sound, like so. No, not that one. Choose that one instead. Yeah. Maybe not that one. Maybe not that one. Not that one either. That's far too extreme. That's better, but some of these have a really, really big beginning. So let's do that. Copy you 4 times. Well, 3 times on the end. Then we're going to get an EQ. We're going to turn this down massively, so -9. Oh yeah, that's got a lot of low end rumble, so let's get rid of you and do that as well. Hopefully that sounds okay. We don't know yet. Alright, rain samples. Nope, we're in drums there. Right, rain. Okay, we're going for a thunderstorm. Oops. There we go. So we're going for a thunderstorm in this tune. I'm going to copy you there. Actually, no. Which part do I want? Again, purely guessing. I think it's going to be you. Yes. Let's put you like that and then copy you 4 times. Boom. Cool. Right, so we've got... Let's turn that down a little bit more. So let's -11 that. Right, the next thing that I want. So we've got piano, we've got bass, we've got guitar, drums, sorry. And then we've got some effect sounds. Now, I think what I'm going to do on my master channel is a bit of RC20. Because this is a great little tool. Which I got off Splice a couple of months ago. So we want to make this a little bit more full spectrum. We want to turn the distortion down quite a lot. Think I might leave the wobble as is. The magnetic needs to be turned off though. And noise, you need to go down quite drastically. And I think I might leave it just as that. Cool. Alright. Now that we've got that, I've got 12 minutes left. What I'm going to do is we're going to do some creative like gaps and stops and stuff. So I'm actually going to make this 16 bars. Let's just duplicate that. And I think we need to lay this out in a way so that it sort of makes sense. So actually what I am going to do is on here, I'm going to set up an EQ curve that I can turn on and off. So if we do that, then what we do is we make this EQ curve quite extreme, like so. And then if I turn automation on, what we're going to have for this first bit here, we're going to get rid of you. Right, there we go. So there's no frequencies in the... actually, no, that needs to be turned on. And then we turn it off. There we go. Cool. Maybe let's make that ×4. This may not work very well, but we'll find out. We'll find out. So one thing I do want to get rid of is... I think we're going to keep the piano. I think we'll get rid of the bass for that intro section. Yes. Okay, cool. Then what I want is we're going to take this here. I'm going to duplicate that like so. We're going to get rid of that snare. Wrong snare. We're going to get rid of that snare. And actually, yeah, let's duplicate that properly. Cool. So now we've got like a little bit of a stop. I think... yeah, we won't have that kick. Actually, let's just get rid of that. There we go. Cool. So then it comes into this section here. So I don't think we want the lead line there straight away. So we're going to take the lead line and put that there. Yes. So if I just think of a structure in my head that I think will work. I think this should work. Let's look at the final bass note. There. Let's put you... I think that will probably work. Cool. Alright, next one. Yeah, let's not have the kick come in there, but we have it start with the snare. And I think we can actually get rid of that as well. Yes, cool. Alright. What else? What else? What can we do next? Oh, what we can do is we can turn the EQ back on that we have on the master channel for this bit. Yeah. And then what we'll do is we're going to have this sweep down over time as well for a full like master sound. Yeah, there we go. Right, next thing that I want to do, it's so weird making all of this and like we literally can't hear any of it. And I've just been talking away. Right, is let's sort of get some like, try and maximize what we have headroom wise. Well, or minimize, should I say. Oh, I nearly burped there. Right. Oh, those mids are very strong though. Actually, I might do this instead of just on the master channel because that's not going to make everything super bassy. Is we're going to do it here instead. Also, let's get rid of some of the mud in there. Oh, another thing that I've forgotten on this drum rack here, we need to get rid of the 500 Hertz region just for clarity and the rest of the instrumentation. So if I solo you, alright, okay, let's get a little bit more boost in the low end. That's where my snare's sitting. Yeah, I think that shape will be cool. Cool. There we go. I'm so intrigued to hear what this sounds like now. Hopefully it doesn't sound insanely terrible, but we'll find out. Alright, so yeah, we've got all of that in. What else do we want to do? With 7 minutes left. Yeah, I think we need to do something here. So if we duplicate all of that, get rid of that snare again. Oh. Which snare? This one. There we go. Let's copy that again. And I think we're going to delete the bass from that section. There we go. Cool. What else? What else shall we do? I think maybe if we just, yeah, let's just remove the bass from that last final section. Now I hope, actually, what would be a good idea? Let's extend some of these bass notes out a little bit. Like so. Let's do that one. Do that one like that. Make you a little bit shorter this time around. You can be quite long. Do that with that one. This with this one. Yeah. A little bit shorter on that one. Longer on that one. Keep that one. Just, yeah, make that a little bit longer. Right. Now, I would put guitar parts and stuff in here. Actually, what we could do. Yeah, let's experiment with that. Now, I know this isn't a piano, but it's close enough frequency-wise where I can put it in there. So if we go to guitar and bass and look for guitar clean, guitar open, And I'm thinking if we just copy the chords, like so, but make them shorter. I think they need to be an octave lower. Now, the other thing is that I haven't really thought about is actually how a guitar is played, and they wouldn't really put the notes like this. This is more for a piano. So, I think I'm going to have to hide this one behind a lot of EQ, reverbs, and delays. Ugh. So, let's get a reverb. And let's get a delay as well. Put the delay before the reverb. So the reverb, the delay's reverbed. I think that was the correct sentence. So glue compressor, boom. Let's loop around you. Yeah, we need to take all of those lows out. Massively. And we're going to increase the reverb to quite a big amount. And now, I think I'm going to go for a quarter note delay. Yeah, let's ping pong it. I think this wants to be quite far in the background though. Yeah. Now this is the bit where I am risking it just to see if it works. Let's put you in there. And I think we'll finish with it as well. So this is the gap where it's not going to have it. What else could we do? I think that's about it, really. So we've got 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. What else can we do? Oh, that's something that I've forgotten to do with this. All right, so I need to do my frequency trick. Oh, that was a mistake. All right, put you before the EQ. Fantastic. All right. Now let's hope that this guitar sounds cool. We'll find out. It might be completely the wrong type of guitar. Let's really take a risk and use an amp. Now we're really, really risking it. So amp, let's go for clean. Move some of the mids. Right, we'll see if that sounds cool or not. Maybe a little bit more presence. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Then some final checks on the master. All right. Let's start from the beginning. So this is going to be a lot of moments of silence just to check to see if there's any spikes that we don't want. Right, things are looking pretty okay so far, I think. Maybe a little bit too much top still at the moment. Oh, that low end's looking funny. Yeah, I don't like that low end. We need to work on that a little bit more, I think. Trying to even out this low section here for the sort of subs of the bass. We've got the pink noise curve-ish. These mids are quite strong though. Maybe if we... So what's that between 400-ish and a kilohertz? So yeah, maybe let's pull that in a little bit. Don't want it to be too tinny though. Is that better now? Oh, we've gone past a point. We've gone past a point. Past a point. That's fun to say. Thank you for the follow, Lil Rots. Welcome to the community. How are you doing today? It's good to have you here. Also, Baker Boy, how are you doing? It's good to have you here. So we're currently in the middle of a challenge where we're making music without listening to it at all. And you guys, like me, are going to get to experience this tune for the first time when we listen back to it. So I've gone for lo-fi. If it actually sounds like lo-fi is another question. But we're going to find out soon. So, I think frequency-wise on the spectrum analyzer, it's looking pretty decent. Now, let's just check the stereo image. If the stereo imaging tool works. It looks a bit wide. Not gonna lie there, it does look rather wide, but for half an hour I don't think I really should be too concerned with the stereo image. Although we could probably make it a little bit better. Yeah, let's take it from bar 9 again. It's mainly that piano, I think. So if we soloed the piano... Yeah, I thought it would be. Alright, so if we get an EQ here... I've run out of time, but I can do this thing really quickly. Right, challenge is over, everyone. Get your submissions in the Discord server, please. There we go. Let's just check that one more time. Right. So I did like a minute and a half's worth of lo-fi. I have no idea what this is going to sound like. I have a suspicion because I did like a lot of visual level checkings. Chickens. Chicken. Rooster. What am I doing? Let's listen to it. Oh, that's a little bit harsh in the top end. Oops. I'm not supposed to hear that. Not supposed to hear that. That's my attempt at a lead line, by the way. I think this works. The hi-hats are way too loud.